Good morning. If you're wondering how to get started on a whole food plant-based way of life, I've got you. I am going to share with you a new series called The Basics. And today we're going to start with the absolute supreme of the basics, potatoes. Let's dig in. First thing we're going to do is wash the potatoes and get them ready to go in the oven. Just gonna poke holes in all of them. And then into the oven they go for an hour and 15 minutes on 400 degrees. I decided to go for a walk while the potatoes were cooking. When I got back, I checked the potatoes and voila, the little ones are done. So I took them out of the oven. Here they are. I am going to wait for them to come to room temperature and then stick them in the refrigerator. And I will do the same thing with the larger potatoes. As soon as they're done, they will come out of the oven, sit on the counter till they're room temp, and then go into the fridge. And then later, I'm going to show you how I make the best, the most delicious French fries. Yup, these are done. Let me show you. These are the bigger russet potatoes that needed more time to bake. I can tell just by sticking the knife in, and I can see that they're done. Even the big one is done. So I'm going to take these out, put them on a tray on the counter, let them come to room temp like I mentioned earlier, and then stick them right into the refrigerator to chill before I actually make the French fries. Okay, on to the next step. I'm very excited. Do you like French fries as much as I do? They're like one of my most favorite foods. And that I can make them at home, whole food, plant-based, oil-free, crispy, delicious, that I can dip in whatever I want to dip them in, to me is just a miracle. Okay, here are the potatoes that have been chilling in the refrigerator. Remember, I have my russets and my Yukon Gold, so it's a mix. I'm gonna slice them into sort of French fry type shapes, and that will be the next step. You know, when you cut them, think about what shape you want your French fry to be. Do you want very skinny French fries? Do you want more steak fries? And some of them might break apart. That is perfectly okay. They're still gonna be delicious. I have such fond memories of going out for burgers and fries. I mean, who doesn't love French fries? But that's not my food anymore. And if I can replicate that same experience without having all the oil, I am going to be a happy camper. This is one of the larger russets. Let's do one of the Yukon Golds and we'll see what that looks like. You can see it really is a different color. It's more yellow than this one. The russets are sort of a lighter color. But they're still potatoes and they will still make great French fries. Okay, first I'm going to take some garlic powder and just sort of sprinkle it right onto the parchment paper. You'll probably notice that my pan is a lot larger than the one that I used to bake the potatoes, but this is because I have a lot of potato spears now that I'm going to be baking. I'm also going to take this everything but the bagel seasoning in. We're going to spread some of that too. And then I start by just putting the potatoes down like this. They're like little soldiers. I might even need, in fact, I'm almost positive that I will need a second tray. I think one of the things that I've not done is made these fries and then frozen them. That could be an interesting experiment because I've got a lot of potatoes here. And if I can freeze them, I mean, you buy frozen French fries, right? You know, in the supermarket, you can buy them in the frozen section. I decided to only make one tray, this big tray. And I'm gonna take the other potatoes and I'm going to put them in the refrigerator and I'll have them for another day this week. Next step is to now sprinkle the garlic powder and everything with the bagel all over everything. Okay, everything with the bagel. Now, let's see, I'm gonna be a little bit more careful. Don't these look so fabulous? Into the oven they go. 350 degrees into the oven. Let me check my directions. I always like to be absolutely sure. 350 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes. I will check them periodically because I want them to be just the perfect crispness. I set the timer for 10 minutes and then I will continue to check them in 5-minute increments. Might as well clean up while the potatoes are cooking. Let's go outside for a mindful moment. We recently went out for lunch and I looked at the menu. It was a Chinese-Japanese, sort of a fusion restaurant, which we go to often. And I decided to get something different than I usually get. And it was sort of a hybrid of something that wasn't quite on the menu, but I asked them if they could create it for me. I knew they had the ability to make steamed vegetables because they've done it for me before. And I wasn't sure if they would be willing to make me steamed tofu because most of their tofu comes fried. So I just asked the owner of the restaurant, this is what I want. I want a plate with steamed vegetables and steamed tofu and some gluten-free soy sauce and some sweet chili sauce on the side. And I said, please make sure that you give me more vegetables than tofu because I don't want to have like a huge plate of tofu and just a little bit of vegetables. I want a huge plate of vegetables and just sort of a smattering of tofu. And they gave me exactly what I wanted. So the point I want to make to you, this is your mindful moment, is that you have to ask for what you want because if you do, you're more likely to get it. And if you don't ask, you can be sure you won't get it. Right? You have to ask for what you want. So that's one of my mindful moments, my mindful tricks. Hello, birds. I think that we have to get used to asking for what we want at restaurants because a lot of times, more often than not, the restaurants will not have what you want. And if you can sort of make do with what they have on the menu and sort of a little bit of this and a little bit of that, like one from column A and one from column B, you're gonna, first of all, they're gonna be happy if you're happy as the customer. And as the customer, you're gonna be happy with what you get. So let me know in the comments, is that something that you would do? You would ask at a restaurant for what you want? It has been 50 minutes and I could take them out of the oven now. They're done, but I like that extra little bit of crispness, so I'm turning them over and I'll let them go for another 10 minutes and we'll see what happens then. "54 minutes. That's how long it took for the potatoes to get as crisp as I like. They are beautiful. They're very hot, but I can't help myself. I'm gonna try one first without dipping them in anything. Perfect. They're crisp. Let's try them dipped in ketchup. So crispy. Okay, that was a Yukon Gold. Let's try a russet. I don't know which one I like more. Can you hear the crunch? Oh my goodness, those are perfect. Okay, here's what they look like. I think I like both of them. The Yukon Golds are delicious and the russets are delicious. So whatever potatoes you have, I think it will work. There was a time in my life when I didn't eat potatoes because, well, they were fattening. Isn't that what we were told? That's what I grew up thinking. And I spent decades believing that the potatoes were fattening. So I didn't eat very many of them. You know, the only time I ate them was when I splurged and covered them, you know, like a baked potato covered with butter and sour cream. That was crazy. It's not the potatoes, my friends. It's what you put in it or on it. You can make potatoes like this without any oil, without any overt fats. You could have some avocado if you want with it. You could even make a cashew-based dressing, and I am totally cool with that. But look at this deliciousness that you get to have when you follow a whole food, plant-based, oil-free lifestyle. If you've watched to the end of the video, please leave a comment. You can just put the word potato. No matter where you are on your whole food plant-based journey, if you would like an accountability partner, I would love to be that person for you. There's a link in the show notes below this video. Click on it and let's start a conversation. Below this video, you'll also find links to my Amazon store with all of my favorite tools, books, appliances, etc. I would love it if you would remember to like this video and also smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my plant-based goodness. I'm Ellen of Ellen's Healthy Kitchen, and it is my privilege to help you plant your plate one healthy meal at a time. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.